How to develop ICT teaching strategies. To make sure that you apply the appropriate ICT teaching strategies for each individual child, it is important that you use data from assessment to help you reflect on the effectiveness of an approach to a particular topic, theme, or ICT skill. This is important because through the effective integration of ICT in the classroom, you can support the development of ICT capability. And ICT capability is practical. So here are my suggestions as to how you can develop ICT teaching strategies today. Reflecting on before or after events has been known to improve future situations. So you need to be able to ask the right questions, ask yourself the right questions, such as, did the class make the sort of improvements as expected? Are there any certain parts of the development that have demonstrated better than expected? And can you identify what it was that you said or that they discovered that might have brought about these improvements? If you can, then you know what to stick with and also what you need to improve in the future. By asking them lots of questions, you will get the picture about what they really know and understand. This will help you to decide where to go next. It will also help you identify opportunities for peer tutoring, self-help groups, and so on. You can probe children's understanding more by asking them why questions. This also helps them become more aware of what they are understanding, and this ensures that they are better equipped to help each other. Encouraging them to talk about it and to reflect on it will help them move closer to being autonomous users of ICT. Another suggestion would be to ask for a demonstration. A simple demonstration of how to save or print a file on the computer to either yourself or to someone else is a good way to assess how well they have been taught. Just like you would demonstrate something to them to help them understand, you need to ask them for a demonstration so that they can show you how much they do understand. Another suggestion would be that you could learn information to help you to inform your teaching strategies is to eavesdrop on children when they are collaborating. So before you intervene, listen first. If you barge into a collaborative conversation, they will assume you know what they have been talking about all the time. Another suggestion would be to identify who are more capable of using ICT. Peer tutoring is one of the most effective means of support you can establish. And I would encourage you to use my advice on grouping children when using ICT. That includes considering the levels of capabilities in ICT. For example, a most able child could help a middle range child as a pair, and a middle range child in terms of capabilities can use a lower attainer of capability. It would be also important for you to identify common errors. So identify them and talk about these in large groups in the classroom. This may help bring many misconceptions about using the computer, and you can help them to fully understand what are the true conceptions behind using a particular ICT tool or technique in a future task for a solution that they may be doing in the future. If you have planned a group task where the computer is used as a tool to gain information, it may create some issues. But collaborative work is not a bad thing when it comes to using ICT. So if you use the suggestions offered in my full online PD, you'll learn how to overcome this hurdle with ease. For example, you can use my ideas and strategies on how you can group children together when using ICT, and to ask one student what they did, and to make sure that they share the responsibility of the group work as well. The benefits of group work with computers is that they learn a lot from each other. So learn to effectively assess group work with ICT. As well as group work, there is individual work to assess. And as I said, not all work on the computer is done in groups. And when individual work is set to, it is essential that you do apply different strategies, such as those mentioned in my full online PD. For example, I go into depth as to how you can effectively assess ICT capability in the early learning environment. You may find that some children never seem to have an opportunity to hold a mouse and may need their confidence boosted so that they can develop their fine motor skills. Finally, you can use your assessment findings to establish a starting point for learning ICT. So even if you combine some or all of the above strategies that I have mentioned, you can go through and start plotting a path for children to learn with and through the use of ICT. So these are my suggestions as to how you can develop your ICT teaching strategies today. If you like this video and want to know more, please visit my ICT in Education Teacher Academy, where there are over 30 online PD courses for early childhood and primary teachers as to how you can develop technology integration successfully in your learning environment. Become a member today of this academy with just 1 month free trial and pay $37 per month afterwards. You can find the link in the below description. So go ahead and apply these strategies to your next planning session and learn to effectively support the use of ICT in your learning environment today.